Okay, so today we're talking about attention deficit hyperactive disorder, ADHD. There is three types, and I'll tell you the three types at the end. So what is it? So it's and if you feel like you have this after listening to it, contact a mental health professional for a diagnosis. I know hearing some of these, you can be like, maybe I got this, but really it can be helpful or harmful. So I encourage you to find someone if you believe you do have it, so you can get the assistance you need for this. Okay, it's a persistent pattern of inattention or hyperactivity and impulsivity that usually interferes with function and development in like one or two. And we're talking like inattention is one side, impulsivity, hyperactivity is the other side. Usually it's hyperactivity first. That's where they get the H. So inattention. So it's six or more of the following symptoms for 6 months. That is inconsistent with the development of a person, and it leads to an impact on their relations, their occupations, their social life, and their education. Now, it's five or more with someone that's 17 or plus. Typically, we find this in kids, but adults can be diagnosed with it too. So they often fail to give close attention to details or makes mistakes in their schoolwork, their actual work or activities. They often are hard to pay. It's hard for them to pay attention or play. It's often hard. It doesn't seem like they're listening, or when you're speaking to them directly. Often they're having trouble following through with instructions, or fails to finish homework or chores or tasks at work. Often has difficulty organizing tasks or activities. They're not going to be that self-starter necessarily. They often avoid anything activities that they're going to have to do those sort of things. They're going to avoid it because they may feel anxious, or get find that they may feel like they're not good enough because they can't do those things. Especially if it requires to sustain mental effort. That's very hard for someone with ADHD to do for long periods of time. They often lose their temper when they have these when they get frustrated too. So that can be part of it. And they also lose things necessary for tasks. They may need a calculator for math homework, and all of a sudden they can't find it. It's gone. They're also easily distracted by external stimuli, so paying attention is very hard. And they're also very forgetful when doing activities. Now that's the inattention part. The hyperactivity and impulsivity part, that's a whole different thing. So it's six or more of these for 6 months or more, 5 months, or five or more for anyone over 17. So we're talking about often fidgets or hard to sit still. They're always squirming. They're going to be running around in situations that are inappropriate, especially kids. You see them running up and down the halls, or maybe getting up and talking to a kid when the teacher's in the middle of trying to teach a lesson. Inappropriate. That would be one of the symptoms that we're talking about. They're unable to play, with kids. They have trouble taking turns with others. They're gonna not wait them to take their turns. They're gonna blurt out answers too. That's another criteria for that. And they feel like they're always on the go, that they're driven by a motor, that there's something always going. And it's difficulty for them to wait. And they'll frequently interrupt others just to get their talking. They're not trying to do that. That's just how it presents itself. So they'll have to have several of these from before the age of 12. It's going to be active in more than one setting. So it's just not school. It's home, it's playing with friends. They'll find it's difficulty to make friends because of this. Like I said, it impacts their relationships, their occupations, their social environments, and their education. And it's not due to any other type of disorder or like any of the schizophrenics. So the three types. So you've got combined type, which is the attention, the hyperactivity and impulsivity, the actual ADHD. Then there's the type that just has the attention deficit on that, where they don't have the impulsivity or hyperactivity. And conversely too, then there's the type that has the impulsivity and hyperactivity, but they're able to maintain attention. It's more of like just a body on that. It can be impartial remission for all criteria if not all the criteria are met for 6 or more months. Treatment for this, typically you're going to want to, and like a behavior therapy is good for this. Medication is an option for it. A lot of people find benefit for that. Not necessarily, it's not a blanket statement, but it could be beneficial for certain people. Guess can consult a medical professional on that. So it is something that a lot of people have, and they can have full and happy lives managing that. They just have certain strategies and structures in place to help them accomplish what they want to accomplish. Hope it helps, and hope you have a good day.